Love that song.
It's one of my favorites. It's a classic.
Classic Hi-Rez techno.
It is. Welcome back to the Gauntlet. My name is Rainday, and this is Hi-Rez, Pretty Hair, and we are ready to get down to the action. That's right. We are looking to find our next entry into the Atlanta Paladins Invitational, and this is where we're going to be looking for. We're going to look for it right here in the Gauntlet, the last set versus Eager and AGG.
That's right here. Eager proving that they are the top dogs here in the champion circuit, though taking both matchups throughout the circuit against AGG, so they have a tall task ahead of them. AGG have the benefit of being warmed up against February. That's put up some good fights there along the series, but all things told, it was AGG that were able to come out, I believe, just due to their drafting. They were so much, February didn't necessarily play bad, they just got out drafted, I feel.
That's true, but now you look at Eager, none of them have really any of the weaknesses that you saw. ElZulu, a master on Bomb King, one of my favorites I've ever seen in the competitive scene, and now was left with Victor and was kind of unimpressive. Here, Eager, they all know how to play everybody. Timbermill will be banned out by them. They don't want to deal with the Kinessa, and as well as Ice Mines, AGG does not want to play that, which for a team that is potentially undermatched, it looks like those are really some contested and valuable maps for them.
Definitely so. Frog Isle going to be the selection here. We're going to head into the Champions Draft to see what teams are going to be taken to the Frog Isle. Eager with the first pick.
We've seen a lot of Frog Isle, and this is a map that they love. There's a lot of open spaces. We'll see what Eager's drafting lineup is. I think Bitey kind of running a lot of the thought process there on Eager. He knows tanks are really strong. Don't expect to see a Ruckus. Don't expect to see a Grover. He's not happy with those champions right now, but he will select the top-tier opponents that he thinks can win this game for his team.
AGG responding immediately with that Barrack and the Makoa there, so taking the rest of what's considered to be the top three dogs in the front liners. This is looking more like a champion circuit draft.
I don't like this though, Nick, because we didn't see this last game. Why are they doing this now? AGG had a fantastic performance. They were prioritizing the Androxus, and all of a sudden, you know,
it's what can February run though?
It just seems like we're jumping into the tanks though again. It's like kind of that match of like trying to do what your opponent's doing. That's what I'm worried about.
Eager can be much stronger, I believe, with the Barrack being there, and AGG not wanting to let them have that. No, it's a more important pick for them to take it away from Eager. Eager going to respond, though, with the Cassie and the Androxus.
So they take away some things that PrinceDanny are very comfortable with. This is what I was talking about. Now that Eager has somebody who can play both of those champions well, PrinceDannyTV, he's off his main type of champions. And so here it is. Ruckus is selected. I said it wouldn't happen on Eager, but it's happening on AGG. Wow.
That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I got nothing. I got nothing for that one. No, give me something on this. What are they thinking with this Ruckus pick?
They're going squad up on the point right now. So Eager still have yet to pick a healer. They will log in the Drogos. They're not even going to take one. So now AGG have a decision to make. Will they take the Ying or will they take the Grok? They're hovering on the Grok right now. They are going to lock it in. Grok is probably better at healing this particular composition because he has that percentage-based healing from the totem. They can protect it very well with the shell shield, with the barricade here. It's going to be very hard to take all of these heavy-handed champions down.
It is. And what I was thinking is, why would you pick the Ruckus first? You know that's not going to get taken off the table. The Grok could have, though. And so that's kind of where I was surprised. You didn't say that to last pick, but it seemed to me they wanted to get the Ruckus in. They knew that. And then they were going to basically last pick their healer to see exactly which healer, maybe Pip was on the table, maybe Grok, depending on their lineup, which is going to be more successful for them. But getting in a game, it's time to introduce the boys on AGG. Rovaniik will be on Barrack, Grapple on Makoa, PrinceDannyTV on Ruckus, Graham will play Eevee, and ElZulu will be on the Grok.
And for Team Eager, the boys in blue, Wi-Fi will be the sole frontliner on that Fernando Zedwan Pastroni. CEO of Copy Pasta Industries on Androxus, Awry on Drogos, Bitey as Victor, and ShadeeyShadez rounding things out as Cassie.
Z1 is a fantastic Androxus. He was known for this back in May when I was commentating in my bedroom with Vox Tempest and the Belleroy boys from Paladins World, and now all of a sudden he has brought it to the top, the pinnacle. He's one set away from getting himself a trip to Atlanta. How far we have come here, and it looks like PrinceDannyTV looking to get that projectile champion. Couldn't have Cassie, so he goes with the next best thing, and he's doing damage.
Yeah, PrinceDanny right now on the Ruckus, trying to get the work in there. First blood, though, goes to Z1 Unknown. Wi-Fi finds a kill as well, and now Prince Danny is going to be all alone on the front lines here, taken down. Grapple forced to retreat as well here. One more shot from ShadeeyShadez will do it, and then the turtle falls himself. 24 points was all they were able to capture, though, in that great amount of time that they had, kind of in control of the zone, immediately surrounding the point. Now it's Eager taking things back, climbing north of 60.
There it is, Z1 with his Androxus play, looking to hit the reversal, but it's not enough. He's going to slay PrinceDannyTV, who is helping to contest, but 78% on the way of Eager is going to force Team AGG into a Makoa turtle shell, and that will not save the day. Just like a turtle exposed, or whether he's in his shell, he's just not a contender for guns.
So this composition not really working out for AGG. This heavy point control, it's good for Frog Isle right now, but I don't understand how they're going to make it work right now. This is where you have to commit. You got to say, we're getting on the point right now. They only got 24 points in that immense amount of time they had immediately around the capture point. Coming off of spawn right now, they have to commit and head straight on here. That's what the comp is designed to do.
That's right.
That's right. They never gave Grok a chance to heal up all 3 tanks at the same time here. So we can't say that it can't work. It's just that it hasn't yet. They haven't put it into motion.
That's right. And here's Awry. He's just normally on a barrack, but now he's playing that Drogo so well, flying in the air, and they're going to cover the option, the wormhole. It's not going to do anything, but I was impressed. I was potentially impressed he would have hit that shot. The fire spit, judging the time and distance and the projectile speed of that is not an easy task, but that dredge anchor, it's a little easier to keep up. A nice counter to Ruckus, but he's got enough health to survive even a strong reversal from Androxus. The emitter will keep him alive, and also if he's near the objective, Nick, he'll get that benefit from his Q ability. But Nick, he wasn't near the objective for almost any of this game.
Oh no, ShadeeyShadez is kiting right now. All of AGG is trying to get him. Eventually they're going to get backdoored, and they do by Wi-Fi. They're just going too deep.
Oh.
Not really knowing what they're doing. This looks so disjointed and miscommunicated right now from AGG. They have all 5 of those havens right now being picked up. Eager have elected to go with the 4 record composition to try and chew through the composition of AGG with that triple shield there coming out from Ruckus, from Barrack, from Makoa here. I'm looking at AGG to actually get on the point with all of these tanks right now and let Grok do what Grok was picked for.
I think the problem is it just doesn't look like AGG here. It just looks like they're trying to do something and be somebody else. You know, it's just they're not taking so many of those famous classic lyrics to heart and just saying you just got to be you. They're in a form that doesn't fit them, and I don't think they're playing this in a way that shows any type of advanced strategy or any type of awareness. Now finally they're finding themselves on the point, and I like this, but the first flank, it did not work. Let's see if they have something different here. Rovaniik, he's going to find himself as a flanking barrack. So this is interesting. Don't pick a flank, just tank and flank. Didn't seem to work out for him.
Tank and flank, baby, as you want to know, and picks up 2 in this engagement. Oh, but the hook could be good off the map, and it is. Wi-Fi gets sent to a watery grave, but Grapple has got nowhere to go, caught out with absolutely no cooldowns available in his kit here. Z1 Unknown on the high ground, looking to zone out the respawns from AGG.
It's 39% to 39%, but slowly going in favor of Eager. They want this kill, and there it is. They're not going to find it, though. Z1 Unknown, the Exafire from Ruckus is easily taken down and dealt with. It seems like Ancient Rage from Makoa is the last chance they have, but Wi-Fi Immortals in response, and the Dragon comes in to finish the deal and do the deadly deed. He's going to help his team, Wi-Fi, survive against just 1 barrack, but he's got his lockdown that's instantly wasted thanks to the damage coming out from the united front of Eager. PrinceDanny, Bitey, ShadeeyShadez, and it looks like Awry are doing what they need to do to push this out of overtime and secure a 99 percentile into 100.
Yep, so 3-0 now for Eager. I'll have the chance to close out this game early, sitting at just 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. ShadeeyShadez is in deep right now, though. Finds 1 kill, finds 2 with the support of Bitey and Z1 Unknown here. Eager getting things done without the sustain of a healer right now. Graham finally finds a kill in favor of AGG, but is it too little too late here?
It just might be, and there's no way to tell. It's up to AGG to figure out a way to hold here. The tank flank barrack has not worked, and the Ruckus so far has been unimpressive. They want to find a way to use the shielding, the damage, and the healing that Grok provides in tandem to get the most benefit out of it, but they keep staggering their lives. And there's another stagger right there, and the snowball is real. A double kill, looking like almost a triple kill. Rampage coming out for ShadeeyShadez, and he's just looking for who wants to step a toe out of that door.
Sustain was just not enough from the Grok there. Grok is a very situationally good healer. Everyone has to be clumped up, and you have to keep that totem protected. AGG drafted the comp to do so, but we're just unable to execute on their plan.
Yeah, I wonder if AGG is hearing the music, because honestly, it is not up to them right now in that lineup to beat Eager. They have no right to beat Eager with that lineup, and they did not play like they had any awareness of really how to work it. You know, it just felt like Barrick was flanking, Ruckus was flanking, none of them were ever together. You had the Grok, who by himself is unremarkable. But with those tanks could have been fantastic. It's just they just didn't play to their strengths.
Yeah, we'll have to head over to the post-game stats here and see just how much of an impact these three tanks were able to have, if any at all. Seeing a lot of good shielding numbers come out from each of them, but Eager were very comfortable to just pick up 4 wreckers and go straight through them.
And of course, PrinceDannyTV, the thing we don't mention with Ruckus is his Q, his Repulsor Field, applies a buff, 50% damage reduction to allies near him, but that is not going to matter if he's not near the objective. A lot of times he was flanking, a lot of times he just couldn't get to the point, and so he lost a lot of that potential tankiness they had as a group. It just didn't seem to work out for the boys of AGG. They changed their lineup, they changed their identities, and they picked some champions that just really didn't pan out.
Yeah, Eager is very content with that comp to just stay away from that death bell on the point with Cassie, with Drogos, with Victor, and Droxus doesn't have to get too close. No one had to get in range of that comp to even be scared of it. They just plowed through all the shields and then went in for cleaning up all the kills there.
That's exactly right. Now, moving into the map selection for the next game, this will determine quite a bit. Let's see where they elected to play. Whoa!
Yeah.
Serpent Beach!
Surprise, surprise.
What a surprise. I cannot believe this map has been selected, but it is. And it's a crowd favorite, to be honest. It's a fan favorite. It's a player favorite. This gives a lot of opportunity for all of the teams to go at each other in closer quarters, really force the engagements, a lot of 1v1s, a lot of flanking potential. Barrick is pretty good here, too.
Yeah, we saw Awry be very effective with his Bomb King on this map. We'll have to see if that comes up later in the draft, because it's all Fernando right now. First picked almost every game today here. Eager have the chance to respond with 2 of their own. Do they go immediately into the Barrick Ying combo, which has been so effective on this point? Or do they stick with the Barrick Makoa?
It's a great question. I think that they...
Neither.
Oh, that wasn't what I was going to say. I honestly...
Pretty hair, you dummy.
You dummy. Cassie, she's going to get selected, and ShadeeyShadez just felt really comfortable on that. You have to understand that they're having these conversations with themselves on voice chat. They're saying, oh, I feel really good. Give me Cassie. I'm steamrolling these guys. They stand no chance. And that is exactly what could be happening here. That could determine whether they pick somebody up here or they wait till the end. And Droxus and Eevee will be selected, splitting up the damage, direct and blast shields. Eevee, like I said, a lot of opportunities to flank. It's still close quarters, though, so that could come back to bite her if Team Eager pick up a Barrick Ying, make this combo really heavy and point-centric.
Yeah, I know Eager like to run it. They have the capability to run it. There's the first piece of the puzzle. Still need a healer, and Ying is always a good option for it. Not to mention how well she picks or pairs with Barrick here, so I would be surprised to see if Eager let this one slide through and go over to AGG, because AGG could still use a healer of their own.
I think the conversation is they're not going to take Ying on the side of AGG, and they will leave it for their opportunity. They feel comfortable, I think, with Pip, with Grok, with Ying. So I think they just say, you know what, let's get Victor, because that's what we want. Bitey feels really comfortable on that champion. He's really good in this map, actually. A lot of easy line of sights. The grenade works well because it's close in fighting. And so they're going to have the opportunity at Ying. Most likely, they feel AGG will let it through.
In their time here, want to put the Bomb King to the test here on this map. We saw it be very effective earlier. We'll round it out with the Ying here. Going to be able to need that long-range healing. Need to be consistent on the point, though, as well as taking it away from Eager here. Eager just going with the no sustain. They're confident in their ability to do it and just put the fights away without the sustain.
I wonder if they thought, okay, they'll let Ying through. We'll secure Victor. And then they just made a decision, oh, well, Ying's not through. Like, unfortunately, we'll have to take Drogos. Or if they thought, hey, if Ying doesn't go through, we know we're taking Drogos. So either way, we win. I'm curious what their thought process was in that decision.
But it will be game number 2 here on the Serpent Beach. Team Eager have drafted Not quite the same comp they had last time here. Switching things up, Makoa going to be going the way of Wi-Fi. Z1 Unknown is going to be on Barrack this time. ShadeeyShadez once again on Cassie, Awry on Drogos, and Bitey's going to be on Victor this time.
And in many ways, I actually think that it was more of just the comfort pick of Awry that just made so much sense there. He's got Drogos, what he played so well last game, going in on a very similar variant of a map. Grapple will be on Ying, Rovaniik on Bomb King, PrinceDannyTV on Androxus, ElZulu on Fernando and Graham, getting things ready on Eevee for the side of AGG. And it's all up to them to contest Eager and get themselves back in this set. The boys of Eager do lead 1-0, but it is up to AGG to change that fact here. First blood goes the way of Awry, and so although the story has not been written, the first page doesn't look too good. PrinceDannyTV secures a kill onto Awry there, and now it looks like Wi-Fi is going to help slay ElZulu as well as PrinceDannyTV taking down ShadeeyShadez. So all of a sudden, though, things start to look a little better. It's up to this, but Bitey with the grenade and with the damage, he secures a nice victory here. 99% and an objective captured for Team Eager in under a minute and a half.
Eager were able to get to the point so quickly and never gave up control thereafter. So those master ridings really coming to effect and fruition here for Eager on this first point. Now, it's very important for them to snowball this first push off the capture because this is a relatively long duration push for Serpent Beach right now. Prince Danny and Rovaniik, though, they are looking to stop this snowball immediately. Z1 Unknown on this barrack has both turrets set up right now, but is feeling the heat from the Winter Witch there.
I love that line, by the way. Of course, it's just so strong, the pressure that Eevee can put onto enemy champions when they aren't paying attention to her. Graham, that's his role now, to get to the flanking and get to the forward zoning, but we're seeing him be a bit hesitant. He does get a great shot on Bitey and forces the Victor into a precarious situation. She's still alive, and I know she has her eye set, but now ShadeeyShadez catches the blink off the mark, and although Fernando's standing here, the action is happening, and they've lost a couple of flanks here, but PrinceDannyTV follows him along and kills ShadeeyShadez. Wi-Fi, though, returns the kill, Nick, and it just looks like no matter what AGG do, whether they have a nice start, they just can't finish these fights in their favor.
Yeah, ElZulu is able to clean up one there with the damage over time from Fernando, but he's so low. If this shield drops, he surely will follow soon after. The Accursed Arm comes out. It's unable to get any kills as the barricade from Z1 Unknown was good there. He knows how to play around as well as with Androxus. ShadeeyShadez cleans up too as well. Bitey's just holding down the point right now. Victor can operate so well from the point, but using that range right now, finding good damage onto anyone wherever they may end up in the battlefield.
Victor, Bitey, it's synonymous here with Eager and their ability to move forward in competition. They've been the 1-2 dogs for so long, losing out only at a match point consistently, and it's their chance to secure their place, which they feel is rightful, at the Atlanta Paladins Invitational in January. There's a lot on the line for these teams. It could change the course of a career, and Eager are not alone in this endeavor. AGG want it just as bad, but it's gonna be up to them to hold. Z1 Unknown puts a lockdown to spread out the boys of AGG, and now it looks like ElZulu, although he's got the huge health pool, the fire will not be on his side, and it seems like though he's very close to dying, the Immortal will save him for just a moment. Overtime ticks down, and it's still in play. Bitey is here, but he's getting forced back by the damage from Graham, and an ice block will save him, but for how long?
That snap hook coming as soon as Graham made himself available. Awry on the Drogos, getting a lot of kills, still has the Dragon Punch for the closing power, and here it comes. No Immortal is available. ElZulu will fall. Overtime is ticking, and Rovaniik poppy bombs himself too high, leaving the payload and giving Eager the slight window that they needed to convert.
And as you see, Nick, also, crucial mistakes like that, they can change the outcome of a game and really affect a player's mentality. They sometimes can feel just down about it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm guilty. I made a bad decision, and we cost a crucial point when we're trying to pull back. And although it was 1v4,
to be fair,
didn't really have anything he could do against it. Sometimes those can actually start to transition into the mentality for the next round. But talk about all these master writings, my God.
Yeah.
Talk about jumping into the meta.
So the last point.
If only somebody had said that. If only a caster had mentioned this card, this item.
I concede. You win this round, my friend.
Thank you.
Eager were able to do so much off the back of their master ridings here that AGG have no choice but to respond here. Rovaniik getting poked out despite the width of that flank that he took all the way around. He took the scenic route, still got spotted out there and poked very low, but now he's in the backline on Bitey, gets the first kill.
And that kill is going to snowball potentially into more. But PrinceDannyTV falls, and so does ElZulu. So the tank and the carry on the side of AGG are down, except Rovaniik. And he's got a big task ahead of him, 170 health, excuse me. And that is not going to survive a full rocket from Awry's Drogos. And now Grapple trying to illusion away an ultimate from Graham, securing a little bit of time under the payload. But 93% here on the objective point, 96. It's so close. But finally, Z1 goes down. Bitey here to secure it easily, and the overtime ticks away, and a Grumpy Bomb is surely to follow. It doesn't matter since Eager are in complete control of this capture.
Up 3-0 now. Eager have the opportunity to close out this second game here, putting themselves in a position to sweep AGG as they have done all the time in the past in the champion circuit. Bitey gonna be on the high ground here, looking to keep things rolling for Eager. This is where AGG made their stand last time, and it's looking good this time as well. Rovaniik finds a kill onto Bitey, but ShadeeyShadez, with the response here onto AGG, wants to keep this push snowball rolling from Eager.
All of the teams looking to just find a rhythm in this contested moment here. Eager, they're looking eager to finish things off, but AGG, they're not wanting to let this opportunity slip. They know they have to defend big time now, thanks to Eager's consistent pressure and success on the objective. So it has to be now. It cannot let themselves make any more mistakes. Going down 2-0 to Eager is not an option that they can let happen, and there's PrinceDannyTV using a light of hope for his team.
Yeah, landing all 4 of those shots. A second kill here, looking to make it 3, and he does onto Awry. PrinceDanny going big in this fight, taking out the members of Eager, making a stand, saying he's not out of this fight just yet.
Wi-Fi hiding in the corner. PrinceDannyTV doesn't see him, and this is the difference between the top-tier teams and the teams who don't quite feel like they're coordinated enough to make this happen. I don't know whether it's confidence, but you see a lack of zoning coming out. It's just waiting and biding their time until they're able to be flanked, until they're able to not know where they're coming. And now all of a sudden, Z1 goes down, yes, but PrinceDannyTV is under pressure. But will he return the pressure onto Awry? That's gonna be the kill for the Androxus player. And PrinceDannyTV, like he did last week to make sure his team had the 3rd seed in the Gauntlet, is not letting this go without a fight.
Now has another step available to him, will get onto the high ground. Bitey is going to be the target of his aggression. A nice headshot will speed things up for PrinceDanny. Has another good look at Z1. He falls as well here. AGG looking so strong on the defense, even seeing a defiance come out here as PrinceDanny standing defiantly against the members of Eager in a corner right now. Needs to hit this reversal and does. Resets the cooldown of Nether Step and gets out here. 10 streak for PrinceDanny right now, and almost a full hold guaranteed for AGG.
But they don't see the back line of Z1 approaching the payload, and he's ticked it into overtime. They didn't allow this young dwarf, and so he's gonna have to run away. But PrinceDannyTV makes his first mistake and gets stunned by the Grumpy Bomb, and now without the carry of AGG,
9 HP.
They are vulnerable. 9 HP will let Rovaniik live, but that life needs to mean a lot more than it has in the past here. Graham as well. There's just so much they have to do. Overtime is ticked down, and therefore AGG got themselves a point.
They're on the board right now. Beautiful defense coming out from AGG. Eager got next to nowhere off the back of that push here. The Master Ridings are going to start to get upgraded here. Rovaniik, the first one to spend into that. Graham going for the life rip here on Eevee, and the Bulldozer wants to get through this deployable of Barrack right now. Z1 doing a lot of work with those turrets. Picks up Resilience 3 as well as Wi-Fi picking up Resilience 2.
Z1 has been a very silent force in this game. He ticked it into overtime. He went around. They didn't see where he was. He's been on the point. He gets about 30 to 40% of the capture point captured already before fights tick out in this game. Watch where he goes. He'll go straight to that objective, and he will start securing that for his team. So the longer this fight goes, there he is on the point, the better for Eager.
Here comes the potential Cursed Arm and Will, but the Dragon Punch is there! He
Oh my
immortaled
God!
it. It must have been an immortal coming out from the low ground to keep Prince Danny alive. The swing plays coming through for AGG right now. Graham with a double kill. Grapple finds one as well. Z1 Unknown goes down on the point. 30% for Eager, but AGG win the fight and start taking the control.
What a play by the team! ElZulu, you're looking at obviously just PrinceDannyTV just being so on point with finishing the task, but saving his life, the Fernando. What a key play there and keeping AGG's chances alive, but Wi-Fi and C1 Unknown on the Barrack and the Makoa respectively, they're going to have a tough time dealing with this Fernando, or is it vice versa now? ShadeeyShadez follows along with the double kill, and when PrinceDannyTV goes down, Nick, it doesn't spell good news for AGG. This is do or die.
73% now for Eager. Have the chance to close out this game right here, right now. No one is going to be here for the overtime take. Prince Danny makes it onto the point, but will it be enough here? He goes down. 99% for Eager in overtime right now. A good hook from Wi-Fi will drop the shield, and ElZulu falls soon after.
And that's going to be potentially the end. Overtime ticking down. Bitey, the long-range victor damage, standing there. Picture perfect finish. Eager secure game 2 in the best of 5 set here to prove whether they're having a chance to go ahead and get some revenge on Match Point in North America and see them in Atlanta.
So one more game to sign their tickets here to the Hi-Rez Expo.
Exciting.
Can AGG make a stand here? Prince Danny looking like he has what it takes here to make the stand. He's been the player.
He really
in the
has.
clutch moments for AGG. They're finding so many kills in that. As we get into the post-game stats here in a second, it'll be very interesting to see how many credits he was able to get off of that gorgeous streak there. A lot of damage here. We're going to head there now and just see how much they were able to get done here. A lot of Havens came out from Eager as well. So Prince Danny, despite all that,
2,000
almost doubling the damage from his team there. 71K, 2K credits, only rivaled by Z1 Unknown there.
It seems like Prince Danny, he came to play, and Graham, Rovaniik, ElZulu, although he had that amazing play. I mean, he actually was probably the second standout for me, doing a big-time job, trying to stay alive as long as possible against the 2 tanks from Z1 Unknown and Wi-Fi. But PrinceDannyTV, he was remarkable in this last game.
So the map screens will be available for you in just a moment here. We'll see where the potential final game is going to be played, and it will be Jaguar Falls here, the third and final Temple Ruins variant of the day here on Jaguar Falls. Eager look to close things out against Team AGG, and we'll see what AGG can do in the draft phase, if anything.
There's nothing spicy that could really potentially happen here.
It's not the time for Ruckus.
It's not the time for Ruckus.
It's time for Grover.
In fact, raise up the Church of Grover. Will it arrive? We could say our blessings, but we don't know what will be granted to us. Let's just hope that it's something fun. And for Eager, let's hope that it's something successful. Their first pick is here on the table. They've got the selection, and it looks like they're going to take Fernando.
Yep, so the everlasting first pick here in the meta right now. Fernando, solid no matter where you put him, no matter where you draft him. He can do what he does. AGG have 2 picks to respond with. Makoa still on the table. Barrack still on the table. These have been favored, but not super impactful for AGG right now.
That's true. AGG have to make a really crucial decision here. What do they go for? Taking the tank early?
ShadeeyShadez has been impactful on it. Madman is very good on Cassie. I like the response from AGG. Makoa as well. Pretty much in the same situation as Fernando. No matter where you put him, he's going to be pretty impactful.
Yeah, he will be. And he can definitely counter the Fernando if the hooks are on point. But now they risk having too much sustain. The Ying is available, but Bitey wants the victor, and this is the question.
This dares them to take Androxus.
This really does, and I wouldn't mind it. I think you got to put PrinceDannyTV on the Androxus. Rovaniik on the Bomb King is where I'm questioning, though. We didn't see Rovaniik step up the way ElZulu stepped up for his team on Bomb King. Rovaniik has been, in many ways, a quiet part of AGG. PrinceDannyTV is the one who has stood out here, and for me, I would really like to see, here's what they could be doing. They could be baiting out an Androxus here to leave something open on the table for them. But what are they thinking with those 2 drafts, taking Ying?
Taking Ying, just taking it away, it's always solid there. Pretty much considered the top dog in terms of healers right now. Grok, pretty situational. Don't want to grab him in this situation because you need more tanks. You need more high HP champions on your squad. Minimum 2, I would say, before you go and pick up the Grok. Eager going to round things out with the Eevee and the Aatrox finally making its way through. Not again.
No way.
Bruh. Okay. I'll see you later.
Yeah, all right. See you guys.
So AGG gonna run it back there with the Ruckus here on Jaguar Falls.
Malfunction.
The thing, yeah, like the thing about this really for me right now is the Ying is you can't force the Ying clones to heal the Ruckus even if he's the one that needs it most. With everyone else, you can control exactly where your heroes go. If everyone's taking pressure from Fernando, if everyone isn't at full health, the Ying clones are just going to grab, you know, probably the first one that they see, take the damage and start healing them until they're healed all the way up. They're not going to switch to Ruckus. I'm not exactly sure how that AI works, but I know that much.
Well, Ruckus is something that apparently, although on Frog Isle didn't work out, they practiced, that they trust in. It's worthy enough to leave Androxus off of Z1 Unknown, who, I mean, PrinceDannyTV, who was just so fantastic last game, and give it up to Eager, who have some very strong Androxus players, and Bitey will be on that. But my, oh my, Ruckus, he's the one I care about here. It's tight corridors. He's got a nice skin. He's going to have to use that nanotechnology, though, a lot more than he did last game. Already at 50% health, but he's healing up with the emitter there. He's going to be the main focus for them because as much as he is easily countered, you have to counter him. With the Ying clones there, though, this could provide a little bit more sustain than he was used to having. The emitters available, and he's going to pop it. He's going to heal up, and actually now with Ying, he's got much more sustain than he did before. All of a sudden, this Ruckus pick is showing improve. He went down to like 100 health there, and now the double kill from ElZulu on Ruckus is going to wipe Team Eager and put AGG with 75% on the points.
Doing a great job playing around the AI that I mentioned earlier there. No one is near the point. No one is taking damage. ElZulu is the only target that they're healing right now. Z1 Unknown tries to get on the point there to stall it out, but he's too late. And Ruckus and the boys of AGG take the first point.
What is happening right now? This is a final to remember. Ruckus comes out after failing horribly, and all of a sudden, he's the star of the show. ElZulu showing that with those Ying clones, Ruckus is a different animal. Unlike Barrick, who can do a little damage, Ruckus, one of the highest DPS champs in the game. His issue is staying alive, but right now he's staying alive stronger than the VGs.
Oh, the follow-up there on the hook is big from Ruckus. They're dumping headshots into a Rise Barrick right now, taking him out almost immediately. But the thing we have to remember here is this won't work. He had a little bit of health last time, and when the cauterizers are coming online, he will have no health available to him. So AGG have to take this quickly before the cauterizers and the wreckers really start to be a huge factor for Eager.
And I like the Haven too. It's going to give him that much more sustain. That's what he needs, and he's hiding behind a payload to increase his effectiveness with Repulsor Field. He can't get shot, but if he is shot, he's also able to hide a bit and reduce that damage by 50%. Graham is doing a great job to stay alive, but all of a sudden, the dream could be over here as ShadeeyShadez and the boys of Eager finally wipe Ying and force Ruckus back to wait for his team.
Graham is going to be the clutch pickup here for Z1 Unknown on this Eevee. They need to take him down. Another clutch pickup for Z1 Unknown on the Eevee. Takes out ElZulu on the Ruckus. Now, AGG, it's going to take them a long time to get this comp back together as a result of these staggered respawns. Get things rolling once again. There are a couple of good ultimates available to them, but Androxus being the best counter for that Hexafire there, forcing all of it right back into Team AGG there could be devastating, and you know that they can make that play.
At Bitey, one of the more aware players, one of the most knowledgeable players in Paladins, one of the most experienced players in Paladins. He's going to be able to use that reversal, but not with Makoa's Dredgeacre. That's the one thing that counters it. So as much as you have the dream idea, it's not going to actually come to fruition here as Makoa and the boys of AGG do a little work of their own, slaying Z1 Unknown. Eevee got deleted there. Not even sure if she's a playable character anymore.
Oh, here's the reversal like we talked about. It's so big from Bitey. Puts it right back in ElZulu's face, takes him off. That is so much pushing power now gone from AGG. The lockdown, though, is available for Eager to help stall this out. The King Bomb in response will be good. Stunning Awry under his lockdown here, but Fernando has returned. Can Eager make the stabilization play.
It's going to be up to the Immortal and also Rovaniik, but he falls. But it leaves ElZulu a chance to get back, and Bitey gets pulled by Makoa. He's going to go down as well. AGG trying to make some plays. They've pushed him out. It's Fernando living by Barrack's shield, but will he go down? He will. Awry doesn't have a chance to reconcile his efforts, and the push is successful. AGG up 2-0 against Eager.
Off the back of Ruckus right now. Eager need to respond quickly here. Keep an eye on these Wreckers. We see Wrecker 2 just now coming online for Awry. The Cauterize is going to be very important as well for keeping ElZulu's healing to a minimum here. Graham did a great job last time being able to keep him up. AGG played off the point to make sure ElZulu was the only thing that those Ying illusions had their sights set on.
And Nick, they have no mitigation. Only 2 people have a Haven, so they're not mitigating that Ruckus DPS.
Eager right now, strapped for credits. Haven's finally coming through for Bitey. Master Riding picked up, in fact, for ShadeeyShadez. Eager will want to get here before they have a chance to get this Ruckus set up again.
It's a battle of attrition. If they could go ahead and win enough of these fights early on, they're going to not allow Eager to stay involved. But there it is, Bitey. ShadeeyShadez so protected with the Fernando, the constant DPS here, and this could be the issue. PrinceDannyTV falls to Awry, and that means he doesn't have as much support on the point. Ruckus is 41%. Rovaniik and ShadeeyShadez going at it, but Rovaniik will get the better of him. ShadeeyShadez does go back onto the point, and now he's got the barrage incoming. An advance from Ruckus, and a really well-timed emitter will stall his life, but it won't save it, and a well-contested objective fight here puts Eager with the 42% to 12% lead.
ShadeeyShadez is using this Ruckus as a battery to charge his ultimate, already sitting at 30% against Z1 Unknown here. Finding a clutch pick onto Graham. This is his main priority target. With Ying down, this Ruckus is going to be next to useless here. Bitey really doing a great job zoning things out with the Accursed Arm, and Eager are able to take this second objective back, but they need to get this conversion here to tie things up.
That's right, and Nick, they didn't get it before, but ShadeeyShadez, to me, he looked like the big problem. No one was able to deal with the consistent damage. Of course, helped to secure his life was, of course, the Fernando shield that was being put up there so consistently, but ShadeeyShadez was just running rampant in the back line.
Jeez, Bitey getting tossed around this battlefield right now. Grapple with these hooks are just on point right now. Here comes the emitter field right now. They have to fall back. Eager will not be able to damage through there. The barricade has been dropped, but just trying to buy time for reinforcements. It's going to take longer and longer. Rovaniik picks up a key pick as well.
Clutch potential fireball by Wi-Fi with 1:40 on the clock. Eager are trying to push this one and get a 3-1 advantage, because if they don't push it, they are going to be tied up again with AGG and letting that Ruckus potentially secure his spot on the point. He's so hard to move and so good at zoning. If AGG can just take the advantage for one moment, they are going to secure a big, healthy chunk of objective time there. The ice block will get out, and Bitey, with the help of Bitey, will slay too.
Bitey don't need no man. He's got to do it all by himself.
Get your man that can do both, right?
Every single second, every credit that ticks the way of Eager pushes this game in favor of them, though. As the Wreckers and Cauterizers come online, the Ruckus, which is really the main crux of this composition right now, what they're playing around, is going to become less and less effective here. So AGG giving up this point, and Eager taking their time to push it is really just giving Eager more and more favor, as Bitey picking up a double kill here. Eager look to convert. Triple for Bitey, and they're able to tie things up 2-2, so Eager able to find the answer.
He wanted the quadra. He went so hard for that. So Eager tie things up here, and they're going to be able to finally have a chance at a do-over. They basically consider the last half of the game irrelevant, because now it's 2-2. The next to win 2 capture objectives, whether it's the point and a push, or whether it's a point, a defense, and then the next push will decide, the next point will decide who is the victor in this game.
Record 2 for Awry, record 2 for ShadeeyShadez, record 2 for Eevee, Z1 Unknown as well here. The Cauterized 2 as well from Wi-Fi. This is going to be deadly here. Look for them to just immediately burn down the Ruckus here if Z1 Unknown doesn't head straight cut the head of the healing off at its source. They're looking to pick off this Ying early.
Two big ultimates here. The accursed arm.
Good read.
And nice read there by Bitey. But is he going to stay alive? Rovaniik, he jumps up in the air to get an advantage. And the point fight is happening all the way, forcing Eager with 21% and forcing the issue with Rovaniik. It's just taken too long to kill Bitey, and this is the problem. He's getting another step away, and Bitey's wasting sweet time. And now is he going to turn it into a kill? Bitey is going to basically do what he didn't want to do here. Actually, what he wanted to do all along is get a kill. But now after the flank, beautiful play by Rovaniik there to keep himself involved in the fight, but Bitey will secure him again. 87% here for Eager, Nick, and they wasted too much time on the Androxus.
No. Enough. Hexafire pulls ShadeeyShadez back in. ElZulu gets a double off the back of that Hexafire. AGG have returned and are looking for blood. PrinceDanny finds some of it on the back of the kill with Awry, but now he's in a 1v1 scenario right now. Grapple's trying to give him some shielding here, and he takes out Bitey there. The reversal was not enough. AGG 72%. Another big hook there. He's able to keep safe for now, but can Eager make their way back on?
Not with PrinceDannyTV, but he doesn't see Awry, but Grapple does. What a play to try to help him, but Awry had already gotten the kill, but they haven't gotten all the points he would have known. And Bitey, that's up to them. Graham is still alive. No Ancient Rage from Makoa. It's a Rovaniik 1v1, but now that 1v1 is clearly over. It's ShadeeyShadez to the rescue. The Russian, the rugged Russian here, coming in and helping to secure Team Eager's chance here at closing this game out, but overtime is ticked in, and the Ruckus will do his best.
But he's cauterized, and he falls to ShadeeyShadez, who is just being uncontested right now. Victor, when he is set up in a situation, not being aggressed on, not being dove by anyone, is so deadly. You see him just putting clip after clip after clip into AGG, and the overtime extinguishes. Eager go up 3-2.
Must be nice to have no focus, but also for his teammates to just take so much of that focus and be able to use his depth skill here to shoot into that open corridor at anybody for a consistent period of time. He's basically just straight firing with no one else on top of him and doing so much in this fight.
Yep, that Grumpy Bomb gonna find a stun onto one here. 2 minutes remain on the payload. Rovaniik is taken out mid-air. ShadeeyShadez just content to just sit here, aim down sights, just pumping damage into AGG time and time again. The barrage is available here as well.
This is bad.
Every tool in the toolkit right now for Eager in terms of DPS. Here's one of them.
Oh, they got Graham. They got the Ying. This is Eager's chance. It looks like Wi-Fi and Bitey are going to clean it up. If they can snowball this into a victory here, it will be Eager going to Atlanta. They see it. They smell it. They feel it. It's right on the cusp of being converted. One payload will sign their trips to the Paladins Invitational, and congrats to Eager for taking the 3-0 sweep. We'll see you in Atlanta.
They want it. They were hungry. They came to play. Eager dominant here in all 3 games against AGG. You can't surprise them with Ruckus. They prepared in every facet of the word here to sign their tickets. We'll go take a look one more time at just how today played out.
It was a great storyline that was built. We saw the Challenger circuit come in to face the bottom seed of the Champions circuit and upset them, showing that the challengers and the amateur scene of Paladins is just as vital and growing as anything that's been happening in the Champions kind of elevated league here. February, though, met their match with Team AGG, and though they battled it out, it just wasn't the same them. AGG then had a chance to take on the second-place team, and admittedly one of the stronger teams in the world here at Eager, and unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to take down the big boys. So Eager make their way to the Paladins Invitational. It's a little bit of a long road because now they've got EV's Winter Classic. They can have a nice holiday season knowing that they have secured their spot and are going to be playing for that big tournament.
Yeah, while this has no implications on the teams coming to the Paladins Invitational at Hi-Rez Expo, the teams of Burrito, Match Point, Eager, now District 69 are all going to be looking to participate here to keep themselves sharp, to give themselves the best chance at winning the Paladins Invitational here. So this has great implications in that right.
It's a beautiful thing, Nick, and I do want to talk about one thing going on in the community here. We've got a community streamer day coming up tomorrow, and you mentioned Eager. You just see, Kami, Bitey. So you want to know, all these guys, they like to stream. They like to be a part of the community. We know their faces. They got fans in chat. We want you to build those fans, and we want you to help continue to grow the esport and the Paladins community in general. So tomorrow, if you stream Paladins from 7 a.m. Eastern Time to 12 a.m. midnight, you have a chance to get hosted, and if we do host you on our main channel, this one right now that you're watching, you'll get all of our viewership, and also you'll be able to get some giveaway codes you can give to that brand new audience.
And if you're a fan of Eagle or any of the other teams coming to the Hi-Rez Expo, don't forget to get your tickets. We have a promo code going right now to get 25% off your tickets. Just use the code Gauntlet to help yourself secure your spot at the Hi-Rez Expo.
You want to be there because we'll be there. We'll have a ton of fun for you. Enter the giveaway. We'll announce the winners in about 5 minutes. We hope to see you streaming Paladins tomorrow, and we hope to see you watching us next weekend as we kick things off for the EV's Winter Classic. For all of us here at Hi-Rez Studios and beyond, we wish you a great evening, a great Sunday, and we'll see you in the realm.